Make sure to go over to Patreon to support the channel. You can get early access, meaning you get these reactions a day before everybody else. Exclusive Patreon content, fan suggestions, and your name in the video. Patreon.com/JohnSlop.
You know, we're just going to continue on to Digital Man now, so yeah. Oh, it's so good. It's too good too. Like, this transition that they're doing also with it seems like they're going into kind of like a ska kind of feel in this one, like with the Jamaican influence. And I'm all for that. Geddy is just such a good singer. The bass line in this song, like, I don't expect anything that they're doing, and they're just surprising me with these like out of left field bass riffs. I am so sad that I didn't find out about this band a little earlier, so let's go back and listen to that bass line I was talking about. That is just like so good. Right there. Yeah, that boom doom 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 doom. You'll hear it. Okay, where are we going now? Oh. So yeah, that bridge there, that solo, just solo fest there was like is the best. It's the best. That was like my favorite so far, just of their indulgent, fun, cool time. That was definitely like the coolest like walk that I've heard that bass go on. And then Lifeson's guitar just oh, that whole piece was perfect. Whole piece was perfect. So yeah.
Long, long while in Babylon, like a lover's wings to fly on to a tropic island, Babylon.
I like this part.
He's got a force field and a flexible plan. He's got a thing with fate in a black sedan. Plays fast forward just as long as he can, but he won't use a bear, he's a digital man. He plays fast forward just as long as he can, but he won't use a bear, he's a digital man. Plays fast forward just as long as he can, but he won't use a bear, he's a digital man. Plays fast forward, but he won't use a bear, plays fast forward just as long as he can.
Wow. These three guys are groove central. Like seriously, they have like the best just grooving of these most unique riffs that I've ever heard. It's like punk meets space. It's like if a punk band was from the future. This is Did Rush come from the future? Um that was so far honestly my favorite song. Digital Man is so fun and so cool. That was my favorite so far. Yeah. All right, now we need to look at the lyrics. His world is under observation. We monitor his station under faces and the places where he traces points of view. He picks up scraps of conversation, radio and radiation from the dancers and romancers with the answers, but no clue. He'd love to spend the night in Zion. He's been a long while in Babylon. He's like a lover's wings to fly on. He'd like a lover's wings to fly on to a tropic isle of Avalon. His world is under anesthetic, subdivided, and synthetic. His reliance on the giants in the science of the day. Getty with the lyricism, with, wow, just the play on this, the wordplay here. All right. He picks up scraps of information. He's adept at adaptation. 'Cause for strangers and arrangers, constant change is here to stay. He'd love to spend the night in Zion. He'd been a long while in Babylon. He'd like a lover's wings to fly on to a tropic isle of Avalon. He's got a force field on a flexible plan. He's got a date with fate in a black sedan. He plays fast forward for as long as he can, but he won't need a bed. He's a digital man. He'd love to spend the night in Zion. He's been a long while in Babylon. He'd like a lover's wings to fly on to a tropic isle of Avalon. He's got a force field and a flexible plan. He's got a date. All right, I think we've like read everything. I don't want to bore y'all, but yeah, you know, I'm starting to think this is all a concept album, but I'm not sure. Yeah, this one's a little hard to. Is this just telling a story about this digital person who is kind of like, yeah, it's a digital person, a digital man. A date with fate in a black sedan. I wonder what that means. His world is under observation. We monitor his station under faces and the places where he traces points of view. So he's like, judging from the first stanza, it seems like this digital man is under our like control somehow, like probably like human, like the government or something. Anyways, yeah. What do you have to say about this song, huh? What do you think this song's about? Anyway, yeah, that was my favorite song so far.